Good morning. In this video, I am going to explain the APA skills assessment and very quickly show you how to complete it. So if you're in D2L, always go to Content first, and then under Unit 1, you'll find the APA skills assessment submodule. The first item in the submodule is the assignment itself. There is a PowerPoint about how to do APA references. This is a video tutorial, this is a video tutorial, and this is a video tutorial, each of which address in very thorough terms how to create the different APA elements. The video I'm doing today is more of an overview. And then finally, there is a link here that tells you where to submit it. Depending on whether you're in an online class or an on-ground class, this link is going to take you somewhere different, but it doesn't matter which class you're in. If you click this link, you'll end up where you need to be for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and open this assignment and we're going to see what it looks like. What it's asking you to do here is, based on the citation information below, create an APA formatted title page and references page for a possible essay that uses this article as a source. So this is the article information here that you're going to use, and you are not going to access this article or read this article or write anything about it. All you're going to do is create a sample title page and a sample reference page to demonstrate to your instructor that you know how to do that. So you're going to take this information and you're going to use it when you're creating your documents. So you're going to open up a Word document and the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you're in Times New Roman 12-point font. If you're in Calibri 11, then just go ahead and change that. You also want to make sure that you're double spaced, so your document should be double spaced, and you need to have 1-inch margins, which is generally the default for most Word documents. So the first thing to do is you're going to create a running head with a different first page. So you're going to go to Insert, Page Number, Top of Page, third option. You're going to hit the left arrow key on your keyboard because you don't want this number to be overwritten when you start typing. So when you hit the left arrow key, now it's no longer grayed out and you can start typing. So you're going to type the title of your essay. The article that we are writing about in this sample is called U.S. Immigration, A Shrinking Vision of Belonging and Deserving. So when you write about that article, you're going to come up with your own title, whatever that is. So maybe it's, maybe you're writing a summary and you're going to call it U.S. Immigration, a Summary. Okay, maybe that's the name of your paper. So you're going to hit the Tab key twice on your keyboard. And now this is the running head that is going to be on all of your pages. But APA requires a different first page. So up here we're going to click on this button in the Design tab that allows us to change what our header looks like only on the first page. So when you click that button, everything that you've done is going to disappear, and that's okay. That's what's supposed to happen. Now we're going to go in and we're going to create the header for our first page. So we're going to go to Page Number, Top of Page, third option, left arrow key, and this time we're going to type the words running head, just like this. Capital R, not a capital H, colon, and then we're going to type our title again in all caps. U.S. Immigration, a Summary. Now, I expect you to come up with your own title. I don't want to see 20 students turn in the same titled essay in every assignment. So you're going to come up with your own original title that references the topic. Again, Tab, you may need to do it once. Sometimes if you do it twice, it'll mess up your line spacing. So if you don't need to do it twice, just hit backspace. Once is enough, as long as your running head words are off to the left and your page number is on the right. So now when you double click below the line, you'll see we're in the middle of our first page. If you hit the Enter key on your keyboard and go all the way down until you get a second page, you'll be able to see that on the first page you have the words running head, and on the rest of the pages you just have your title. And your page numbers should follow along on naturally. So we're going to go back onto this first page. Let me get back to one page. So what we're going to do is center. So put your cursor in the center of the page by using this button, and we're going to hit down, we're going to hit enter and move the cursor down 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we are going to start typing our title page information. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type your title again. U.S. Immigration, a summary. Okay. The next line has your name on it. So whatever your name is, you put your full name right here. The third line has your organization, Delaware Technical Community College. And then the fourth line is the date that you are submitting this to your instructor. So don't type the day you're typing it, type the day it will be submitted. So I am going to just use today's date. The problem with typing it in like that is that APA needs you to write it out. So what you're going to do is do it like this. January 18th, 2019. Okay? You're not going to do it like I first did it with the 1/18/2019. You're going to write it all out. So this is your title page, and let's make it a little bit smaller so we can see what it looks like. You'll see that your title is centered on the page, both vertically and horizontally. So that's the way it needs to look. On the second page, up at the top, you're going to type your title again in the center of the page. Hold on, let me get to the right size, okay? So center, type your title again. Okay, then you're going to hit enter, and now you're going to come off center and go back to left justified. But because this is going to be the beginning of our essay, you're going to hit the tab key and you're going to insert. So this is where you would type your paper. Okay. You can do a second page for the APA assessment, or you can skip this page. It's up to you. What you absolutely have to have is the title page, this, with the running head, correct, and you have to have a references page. So we're going to hit enter, 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 until we go down, and we have another page. Now we're going to do the references page. So I'm going to very, very quickly do references because I'm only about halfway through my time, so I'm going to try and be quick. Center, the word references at the top. Now off of center, back to left justify. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to type the author's last name. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this page and I'm going to put it over here so I can look at it while I'm typing. You're going to use the author's last name and then first initials, Fairchild, comma A, comma L, or A, period, L, period. That's the author. Then we're going to have the date in parentheses, and you're always going to spell it out, and you're going to use the year first, then the month, then the day. So in this case, it's going to be 2018, May. And we don't have a day. If we did, we would put it here like this. But we don't have a day. So we're just going to stop, and we're going to put a period after the end of the date. The next thing we're going to include is the title of the article. And with APA, you only capitalize the first word of the title, the first word of any subtitle, or the, any proper nouns or adjectives. So U.S. I just said that and then I did it wrong. Immigration. Okay, and now this is a subtitle, so you would capitalize the first word. A shrinking vision of belonging and deserving. And a period at the end. The next thing we include is the source, which is the publication where this was originally printed. So in this case, it's the American Journal of Public Health. Okay. The American Journal of Public Health, and part of the source information is also the volume, issue, and page number. So I'm just going to bring this over here very quickly so you can see what I'm looking at. This is the document, okay? So this is the source, but we also need to include the volume, the issue, and the page number. We don't need to include that it is 2 pages long, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We are going to put... We're going to put the title of the publication in italics, And then we are also going to italicize the volume number, which is 108. Now we're going to take the italics off, and we're going to put the issue number in parentheses. It's issue 5. So you'll see that the volume number is in italics. The issue number is not in italics, but it is in parentheses. And now we put a comma and a space, and then we type the page numbers. We do not use the abbreviation VOL, P period, P period, PG period. We don't use any abbreviations. We just type the volume, the issue, and the page number. And because we've formatted each one of those numbers specifically, anyone looking at this page will know which one of these things is the volume and which one is the page number and which one is the issue. The last thing that we include is either a URL or a DOI. If you don't have a DOI, then you just include the words retrieved from, and you include a URL from either the article itself or the web page if you've gotten this offline. Because we don't need to do that on this one, we have a DOI, which is this. So we're just going to copy this, copy, and we are going to paste it in DOI, which stands for Digital Object Identifier, and then we're going to copy it in. But we want it to be the same format, so I'm going to use Format Paint to make sure that that's correct. And I somehow got the I in there twice, so I'm going to take that out. Okay, so this is my APA reference entry. The last thing I need to do is make sure that this is formatted in a hanging indent. So we're going to use this paragraph settings drop down. We're going to choose hanging under special. We're going to hit OK. And then you'll see that that indents the second line for you a little bit. So this then is the completed APA assessment. You're going to have a first page that's got your running head, it's got your title page information on it. The second page is optional. You can turn this in or you can skip the second page, but you absolutely need this references page. And it needs to look like this, and it needs to be formatted like this. Then you're going to save this document and you're going to upload it either into D2L or into your shared Google folder, depending on whether you're in an online class or an on-ground class. I hope this helps you, and good luck. And please don't hesitate to contact me if you have further questions. Thanks, and have a great day.